There it is. There it is. All right, cool. Let's get it started. Uh oh. Comments and reactions didn't seem to load. What in the exact heck is that? Why? Why you want to do that? Why you want to do that? Okay. This is not cool. Comments didn't load. Okay. Let's see. We're going to try something absolutely crazy right here. We're going to try something absolutely crazy right here. Oh, wait. It worked. It didn't clear the old comments, but it did catch up. So it looks like Rob and Paul can comment. Okay, good, 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 good. I was about to do something crazy. I was going to just quit and restart and come back. You know what it is? So let me fire out the old Zoomer meeting. Bro, I got some crazy stuff to show you guys today while we get ourselves situated, which might be a little bit of fun. If I was me, what would I do? I would do this, and then I would check over here, and I would click this. He's not normal. He is not a normal person. Search. Dun, 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 dun. You was watching a video on the comment browser. You know, here's a cool thing about the comment browser is depending on when you do it, it will ignore ads. And same thing with Atlas. If you watch on the Atlas browser, it will ignore ads. And I think that's pretty cool because ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody want to be sitting around looking at the ads unnecessarily. Now, I have YouTube Premium, so it doesn't, I don't really think about it as much as other kin folks do. But if you happen to be, in a situation where you can't rock YouTube Premium, I was going to say Red. That's how long I had Premium. I was going to say Red. You can actually, in the Perplexity browser and in Atlas, it just ignores them. It's kind of crazy. Oh, let me do this. Why? Yeah, YouTube, man. You know what was funny? Yo, the time changed, Rich. Trust me. Paul called me and he was like, "Hey," and I was like, "My time didn't even change, and it still messed me up." So that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. All right, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I don't know why I'm having issues, but I am, and I'll get it fixed. Let's see. Open this in a new window. Are you gonna do the right thing? Are you gonna do the right thing? Let's see. This is a 1 in 5 chance I get it right. Spin. I got it right. Finally. Okay, so I called myself putting this link in my Notion so I could find it. I think I accidentally deleted it after I put it in there, so it totally messed me up. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys something crazy today, and mostly because I need to do it for myself. But if this is up your alley, follow along. If it's not up your alley, I'm sorry. You can still ask questions. It's just something that I have to do for myself. Yes. Let me fix that, Paul. There we go. Let me drink water real fast. My voice is jacked. So I was down here till late yesterday creating this automation for Notion to automatically update my little books database. And it took me a minute, but I finally got it working. But then it dawned upon me on something even cooler was I built a what is the word? I'm gonna speak in code. Y'all catch me up, okay? I built a automation that I run in my own computer through terminal through what is known as a Mac service. You have them in your computer. If you right click on your desktop on some item at the bottom, you'll see two gears and something says services. So a couple that I have in here right now is I could add the selected files to Permute because that's SetApp. That's something that you use to convert files. I can capture things to drafts. I can compare items using BBEdit, download videos from using the DOWNIE, and open URLs in Velha. Velha is an application that I use that if I click on a link, I can select which browser because I have Arc, Safari, Firefox, Comet, Atlas, Chrome, right? So it lets me pick which one. So when I click on links, it gives me an extra step. And then, like search here in BBEdit. That's on this computer. But upstairs, on my other computer, I wrote a little showgram that if I were to click a link from our favorite website to buy things, it automatically converts it into an affiliate link for me. So that way, when I post it or paste it, it goes to the right space. And I was like, oh, hold on, girl. This is cool. Because normally what we've been doing, and you guys have seen me do it live before, is go to the Smiley Box site, click upon the link, upon the replay, and then you have to click on that little yellow sucker that says, let me see if this works. This might work. Please work. Don't be dumb. Boom, boom, boom. No, wrong browser. Of course you was going to do that. Chrome, where are you? Chrome. There we go. I'll put it on this screen so I can see to which I'm doing. All right, so let's say I do the Amazon, and then, if I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear this or not, but if I were to click upon this new travel adapter from this place, if I do copy, nothing happens. But on my upstairs computer, if I press copy, in 2 seconds you hear a noise that goes, and then it has automatically turned it into this link here. So I don't have to go and get this one, right? Because it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Because sometimes, I don't know if this happened to any of you, sometimes when you press upon this, it says, oh, failed to generate. And I'm like, no, damn it, don't fail to generate. I got work to do. And so I was like, oh, what if we do that? Okay, what if we do that? So, let me show you this. I came up with something cool that I made upon the replay. And let me copy the link, share, copy the link. No, copy the link. Don't do it that way. I guess I could do it that way. I'll do it this way. This makes more sense. Okay, copy that. Go to Chrome. And then I'll paste it in here. All right, so I made this little showgram right here. And what it does is what I just said. It converts it to whatever. And if you're a little friendly and a little brave inside the term, you can go in here and it will give you step-by-step instructions on how to do it. I must say that on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as difficulty, it's probably like 3. But if you have never played around in your terminal, it might be 5 or 8. But I came up with 2 versions. One that just converts it to it looks like this, like a normal link. And then the other one converts it into a shorter link. It's not exactly the short link, but it's this link. I might modify it later to convert to the really, really short link, but I haven't done that yet because that requires setting up another Amazon API. Again, which isn't difficult, but then it's monitoring on their side. And I don't want them to monitor on this side because, from what I've heard, and I can't say this to be true, but I'll ask Billy next week. I have heard that they frown upon this establishment if you get around and you play too. If you play too much with the links, they get a little mad, which is the reason why I'm not saying what the word is. Okay, there you go. And I got that from a Amazonian employee, so it could be right. It could be wrong. Their company is so big, they got people in different departments. Who knows what? Anyway, it's like it was cool. So I'm going to show you the basics of something like this, but more importantly, it's about getting your LLM into your terminal because it can do some things that's a little bit cooler than just doing it in the web browser. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, cool. So first, let me open up my terminal. Actually, I should show you this way. Let me do it this way. Oh, I hate you, dude. I don't know when it happened, Paul, but somewhere like 2 updates ago, when you hit live demo mode and multi-monitors, it'll pick the wrong monitor. Don't know why it does that. It's crazy. I've been meaning to ask the boys, but it's one of those things that only happens when I'm live. And when I'm standing next to them, I never think about it because it ain't that important. I just do it twice. All right, so let me open up the Therm. And then, oh, this is crazy too. I'll explain this in a second. To do this demo, I actually had Claude help me build some fake files to show you how this all works. And Claude built all of these fake files for me. It's so crazy, man. It's crazy. So in this computer, I don't have the terminal situation installed in this computer. And again, that was on purpose because I wanted to show you how to do it. Let me do this. Open up the browser, and I am here. And I need my... Why your boy not can read? Why he don't can read? Right, let me do this. Boom, boom, boom. Let me read this one. Yes, this is the one I needed. Claude, yes, that's the one I needed. And then here's my little file. Okay. Yo, this is so crazy. It's so crazy. I was tickled, man. Listen, once I started messing around with this stuff, I was super tickled pink by what it was able to do. And you know what? I'm going to show you something else. Let me go to Chrome real fast. And then go to here. And then do this. All right, let me open up the browser. And then,
Question for you. When you were
yes,
doing, oh, you got Slotback going.
I do.
Yep.
Oh, you got to hit that stupid button. Where's that stupid button? Um, what about now? 1, 2, 3.
I think you're good.
Okay.
On when you're going into live demo mode using a button on the Stream Deck, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to go to wherever monitor your cursor is active on.
Oh, but when I do it from the keyboard, that's the difference. Okay. Why does it do that? Because it's the same, right? I mean, it's the same command.
Well, the only reason it works by the command is because you have Ecamm active. It wouldn't work if you weren't clicked on Ecamm.
No, I'm in Chrome right now. Look, my mouse is over here. See? Chrome is working. But then if I do this, oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
I have done that 1,000 times, completely forgot about it.
But yeah, it's if you're using a Stream Deck button, it's going to go to where live demo is going to go to whatever monitor your cursor is active on.
Okay, so listen. All right, let me tell you what I did. This is crazy. I just want to explain to you how I came up with this because I'm still mind blown at how dope this is. It's like, hey, I got a really cool idea. I want to demonstrate during the live stream, and I want to show them how to use Claude Code, installing it into the terminal on their Mac. I want to show them some of the capabilities. This is something that you would have to let me know if it's possible. And the reason why I asked that question, because it's kind of important, It says, I want to show them the capabilities, having it install Homebrew for me, have it install some alternative shells like Ghosty. I think Ghosty is really common. Trust me, I do voice commands, so that's why this sounds crazy, right? I think Ghosty is really common and pretty, and a lot of people can get with that. Um, then maybe show them some automatic scripts for their Mac to be very helpful, helping them build using Claude Code for the computer. What I want you to do is generate a plan for me, and after, double check my idea. Make sure these things are possible that won't require me to do any sort of reboot, because I can't necessarily reboot my Mac while I'm live. Check the plan for me and let me know if I have any flaws. Bruh, bruh. Claude was like, hold on, bet. Claude went down, it gave me some ideas, and then it did tell me the one thing that it thought I might have a trouble with. And I decided, that's okay, I'm cool with that, because it said there will be some long pauses during this, but I'm like, that's okay, because, I could talk to Paul and AT and you guys or whatever while it's doing that. So I told it, I was like, nah, don't worry, Pim. I got the live streaming part down. I don't need that part. I just need to know about the nerd stuff. I said, the timings and the pauses shouldn't be a problem because people will have questions and I can answer them during that time. As you know from my chats, I'm relatively accomplished live streamer. I had to remind the bitch who I am. And I'll be using Ecamm, allowing me to switch to my face. And so it'll be okay while it's trying to build something crazy. And I said, I think you're right about Ghosty. I can install it through Homebrew, but also you can just install it from, an app. You don't have to go do the Homebrew thing. I just like doing the Homebrew thing because I feel like it's cleaner. Anyway, let me check the other opportunities we might run into. There's also something called Westterm. It's Westterm, not Westterm. And then there's also iTerm. Both of these are pretty good, and can be installed as a binary. But I really like the idea of showing some of these useful CLI tools. That means command line interface, aka terminal, right? And so I said yes, and then it gave me the rest of the things that we need to do. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over real quick and show you. But as it went by, I'm gonna just roll down and tell you what it did. I said, okay, let's build a step by step and some good regular prompts to show in Claude inside the CLI that can also be done with normal LLM oriented things. One last question: is it possible that? Oh, one question, if possible. I know that I'm using Claude, but can it make edits to my Notion page from the same command line? And it was like, yeah, it can, but it's better if I build my own MCP. This is a word that you're going to hear a lot coming up. MCP is a model context protocol. This is the reason why Notion AI works better in Notion than Claude and ChatGPT writing for Notion, because all of the model context is inside the actual program, right? So imagine if Ecamm had a way don't get me in trouble for giving you guys ideas for feature requests. Don't nobody say this is my idea. I ain't trying to get in trouble. Imagine if Ecamm automatically took all your transcripts from all of your streams and stored them in a folder somewhere. So when you told it to write your descriptions for your YouTube lives, your LinkedIn lives, whatever, it could write the descriptions because it already knows what you're talking about because it remembered all your transcripts. Yeah, that part. Well, I'm kind of building something like that myself in Notion, which we're going to try in class today, but I don't know if I can make it work, but I'm going to try anyway. Okay, anyway, so it kind of explains what what model context protocol is, and then it gave me the whole plan. So these are the scripts that I need to run, and then these are the actions that it's going to take, and then it says we're going to do the first launch and the authentication. It's going to go down, go down, go down, go down. So it made me some demo files, right? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, and it basically generated the entire script, right? So it said, do you want me to create some easy to test files for the demo? I was like, come on, girl, what are we talking about? And so, yeah, it went ahead and generated everything. So I just wanted to show you how fire your LLM could be when you stop using it to just ask it for, I don't know, rando YouTube scripts. I'm going to take this one step further because I want to show this to AT real quick. Excuse me for being this dude, but I have to. I want to duplicate this tab to the right. Bingo. And then I'm going to open up this, and then I'm going to go to my automated book thing. All right, so AT, real quick for the people in the back. Yesterday, me and Claude was putting in work, bro. Look at this. This is crazy long. I had mad conversations with Claude. But basically, what I wanted it to do was build an automation to when I put those books inside the Notion book tracker. Remember, we was trying to add the image, and I had to go get the image from Amazon and paste it in myself. And I was like, no, girl, no, we're not doing that today. So I went to the Google Books API, because Google Books has all of the same information as Design. You just can't buy stuff, right? And so, what if I wanted the mountain is you, Brianna West? Boom, right? Bingo, bango. So I was like, listen, gangster, I need you to grab the title, the author, the image, the date it was publicated based off the ISBN number. I need you to go in here and get all of this information and automatically feed it into my no. And it was like, psh, come on, player. So let me hit the notion.sizzle. And let's see. Bingo. So now when we hit gallery view, bingo, look, it's pulling in the pieces. And if I click on Vanessa, look, it put the cover image up there. It dropped it down here. I'm still working out the duplication part, but me and Claude sat down yesterday and we hooked this up. It probably would have worked better if I built it in Notion, but I was trying to do it, the way that people might think, I don't have Notion AI. Okay, cool. So I built it that way. Whew, nuts. Absolutely nuts. I tell you, it was crazy. I'm freaking myself out by doing some of the AI stuff that I thought I would never get to do. When I used to watch people doing it, I'd be thinking, yeah, I don't know how to do any of that. But it's cool. Rob said, my book, Practicing in the Cloud. Let's see, Robert, what are we working with? 2Bs. Let's go over here. The books tracker. Let's go to Mountain Is You. Nope. I'm going to go to the top. And when you say my book, you mean your book, your book? Let me do it the hard way. RO2Bs values. And let's see. Look, it tried to autocorrect it. It's so funny. It tried to autocorrect it. Look, shut up. Come on, gangster. It's in there. Oh my God. Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. That's cool. I have this library extension in my browser before. It will let you know if you look at a book somebody recommends you on Amazon, it will check the Hawaii State Library, yours, not mine. It'll check yours, and it will let you know if the book is in stock. Yo, I need to autograph cops, Rob. This is off the chain. Let's go get the old Amazon link. I appreciate, Rob, that you have the old Google Books action squared up too. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh, it's not in Amazon yet, Rob. Is it because you're waiting for the publication date? This is cool though. I appreciate this. Ooh, I know what we can try. We can try grab the ISBN. Oh, I believe Google Books actually tells you the places where it's located too as well. Nah, it's not in there yet. It might be going through the processes. Yeah, so on the side over here, sometimes it will have things to tell you where it's available. It says right there, search Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes and Nobles. Okay, Rob said not yet. All right, cool. I know it takes time. This is off the chain, Rob. Anyway, let's get in here. Bro, I am proud of you. Who knew? Who knew that my buddy was such a gangster? Nice. I'm waiting to see the book in here written by Alicia Thaddeus Thompson. It's like, my middle name ain't Thaddeus. I don't know where Thaddeus came from. Oh, that's super funny. The T and AT is Thomas, not Thaddeus. It should be ATST. That should be your name. Then you could be the little. Never mind. Only nerds get that. All right, so let me get terminal open. Now, Under normal circumstances, I there's nothing wrong with using the default terminal. Let me not get you twisted up in here. There's nothing wrong with the default terminal. As a matter of fact, I'm going to embiggen it. Oh, shut up. Are you joking? Are you telling the truth? What? That's cool. It's almost the other way around, right? It's almost like the place. Anyway, so once you get in here, the words can be small, old people. So if you click on terminal and then you hit the pop, 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 you can make it bigger so it's easier to see. Program window, I want you to go away and never come back, okay? Let me check my preferences because that drives me insane. Bingo, don't do that. I got to be here because program window, when you go to the back, where's that at? General. Keep the program open. Okay, got it. Beat it. You're gone. You're gone. What is up, Sam? I am. Good to see you, bro. She said my mama didn't go get her. You stupid. All right, anyway. So here's the terminal. I'm going to clear this for the S and G's. So you go clear. That is one terminal command you learned today. Clear. Clean up your space. All right. So in order to install Xcode, you need to do something called Xcode select /P. And actually, if you have ever installed Xtools if you've ever installed Xcode, you might already have this, but you also may have had programs that you downloaded that told you to download this. I just recently erased my computer, so I don't have it. Also thought it'd be cool if you started it from nothing. So you need Xcode select /P. When it comes to terminal commands, oftentimes, even the ones I know, I will go to Google and half write it there and press enter because it will correct it for you and give you the right one, and I just copy and paste it because some of them are long and you can make some mistakes. So anyway, you hit that and it said, oh, you got to do sudo. My bad. Let me do this. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to grab it this way because I need to do sudo. The first time you do this, you need to do sudo. And sudo is a command that means super user do, which is going to ask you for your password. All right, still not there. I don't really need past the Xcode, so we can just do it this way. All right, so now we're going to do Xcode install because it's not in there. We want to get rid of the select, and we just want to do Xcode select /install. Boom. Okay, now this is weird. This makes you crazy. It didn't used to do this. In the old school method, when you would do this, you would get a response. It would start doing something. What it does now is it sends out the call to go and get it, right? The reason why we did the first check is because it's checking to see if you already have it installed. Because I didn't have something that would say normally library, developer, command line tools. In this case, it doesn't have it. So when you hit this command, it looks like nothing is happening. But if you go under the Apple and you hit on system settings, where'd you go? And then you go under General and hit software update, it's going to do some thinking, and you might see the request will pop up here. And then there you go. So there's an update, but now you see the command line tools is right here. So this is what we're looking for. And yes, it drives me crazy that they changed it to this, but I understand why. It's a security move. If you put it in command, you don't see nothing. Just wait like 30 seconds, open up system settings, look in general, under software update, and you'll see this line right here. So now we can go ahead and say update now. And it's going to go grab this file, which is roughly a gig. And it will always say 5 hours first, but it only takes a couple of seconds. So we're going to let it do that thing. It is almost dead. Come on. You ever notice Apple's 1 minute remaining is never a minute? Ever. I'm like, why y'all got to be like that? Why you lie for? Don't lie to me, rude boy. Okay, now it's installing the update. It's not going to actually take 8 minutes on this Mac Studio, but it will pretend. Uh-huh. This is super fun. This is what Claude was trying to say. Like, hey, what's going to happen while it's doing the install and you ain't got nothing to say? I always got something dumb to say, no matter what. So there is that. There is that. I've been having so much fun in playing around inside of Notion and just trying the craziest things. I mean, like, absolutely trying the craziest things, and I'm impressed by what it can come up with. And I'm like, yo, this is just the beginning. So I'm gonna give you guys the blueprint of what I'm gonna try to do in class. I don't know if it's gonna work. I could be crazy. When I was doing the 365, in the beginning, I was keeping all the SRT files, which were the transcripts that were coming from Auphonic. In order to save space, Auphonic erases them joints like every 30 days. So I had at one point a folder, I was keeping them all, just in case. And then about 2 months into it, I was like, this is ignorant. I threw them all away, which was dumb now, because I have this idea that I could go into Notion and make a database that has the title of the video, the link to the video, and the transcript to the video in a single Notion database just called published videos. With the little magic, if I wanted to, using Paul's tool, I forgot the name, YouTube comments downloader, I could have an automation go grab all the comments like once a week and add those to the database too, because it's data. Now, this would probably, almost definitely require a paid Notion program, which I have, because you don't have but so many upload space on the free one. But on the paid one, which is legit $10 a month, you can have as many as you want. And so I could have an automation that goes out once a day, once a week, whatever, grab the comments, pull that back into the database. And so now when I go into the bottom and I'm like, okay, looking at the content calendar, I had planned upon doing a video about, I don't know, Osmo Pocket 3. 2 years later, is it still worth it? Because literally it came out October 25th, 2 years ago. And it could go check all my videos where I mentioned Osmo Pocket 3. It could check all the comments where I mentioned Osmo Pocket 3. It can gather all the questions that any of y'all might have had about the Osmo Pocket 3, and it would write a better outline because it would be done. And I'm like, gangster. All right, did you finish doing that? Yes, I did. Let me hit agree. I thought you did all of that. What's going on? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it already did it and I didn't finish it. Let me check. Let me go to terminal real fast. Let's see if it got it. Did you install? Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, so we're in there. I'm doing it again for no reason. We did it. We are golden. We are golden. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to check that we have Homebrew. Again, I am positive I didn't install Homebrew yet. I am pretty flawlessly sure, and it did not. Okay, so in which case we did it, I need to go and get the Homebrew install. So let me show you where to get that from. Let me pop out of here. Hey, pop out of here, and then go to the old Chrome, and then let me show you. All right, so what you want to do is click here, HOMEBREW, install Mac. And you're going to get a simple command from the Homebrew page. This is normally where I get it. You can go through GitHub, but there's this long command right here, right? It's actually pretty simple. Just press the copy icon. That's all you need. right? And then go back to where you had came from. So we'll go back to here, hit back open that. Stop doing that, damn it. Paul's gonna laugh at me all day while I keep pressing that button the wrong way. All right, so all we're gonna do is paste that upon here. Bingo. And then hit enter. Hit the password. All right, hit return. And those of you who never seen cool nerdy stuff happen, this is kind of cool because you just get to watch it do its thing. It's going to go, go, go. It normally takes about 30, 40 seconds, depending on your internet capabilities. Mine is unnecessarily downloading in the background, but let's just let it do its thing. Bingo. Okay, so it is done. The next commands, you make sure that you got your thing situated, is right here. You need to run this. It's literally telling you, run these commands in your terminal to add your path to Homebrew. I think I should embiggen this because this might look a little weird. Let's go. All right, so you want to run these commands. So all you got to do, copy this. And you could type this, by the way. Your machine has something called autocomplete. So you can do echo and then hit caret or greater than. If you do /U and hit the tab, it automatically fills it out. And hit the tab, it automatically fills it out. Put the slash, but it won't necessarily know the command. If I go ZPR, and let's say it doesn't know, you have to finish it yourself, right? So you're just updating your shell profile. That's what this word means. And then you want to hit enter. Bingo. So you did that. So then you want to echo, and then you want to do a single bracket, eval, then hit your $sign. You know what? Let me cheat because I can't type. I'm not even going to waste my energy. I'll be here all day waiting for you. Y'all be here all day waiting for me. So let me just do it that way. Back this up, paste it in, bingo. It did that. Then sometimes when you run terminal commands, you don't see anything. That means it worked. Bingo. Okay. And then if you want to go any further, you can get started. Just to make sure it's working, you go run. And then, I'm sorry, you don't go run. You just go brew, help. Now it's working. All right. Now we know that we got gold. Everything we wanted to happen in this world is happening. We are cooking with Pam at this point in time. All right. So now the next thing we want to do is we want to install Ghosty. And again, I'm going to show you where to get this from for, what's my brain say? I'm going to show you where to get this from the regular way, the non-terminal way. You can just download it, but I want to show you how to do it the terminal way because I like doing it the terminal way. Just trust me. I like it. All right. So we're going to go in here. We're going to come out of demo mode. Sorry. All right. And then we're going to go Ghosty. All right. So here you go. In theory, you can just download it, right? But I like to do it. The reason why I like to do it the homebrew way is I feel like it grabs the most current version. It's often just better. So that's the way we're going to do it. But yeah, you could literally just hit the download button and it's going to download the thing. When you see the word package manager, that's homebrew, right? So if I press this package manager, you're going to see the words brew install cast Ghosty, right? And there's the other versions if you happen to have a machine that's not Mac OS, right? So this is the command that we're going to run. All right, so come back to Ecamm. Bring back up the Terminus for the last time today because we tired of him. Boom. Hit the switch. Let it do that thing. All right, it's thinking. It is thinking. Boom. Download the file. Look how quick. This is so good. It's so good. Urban Gerdner's is so good. You look like one of these rap guys' girlfriends. All right, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna call it a day. Also, remember, if you feel like Ghosties not your steez, there is um, iTerm, which you can just download as well, and that looks, pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me do this. Come on, are you done yet? You said 100%. Hurry up. I'm gonna open up a new window just in case. Oh, I know what I can check. Sorry, I don't even have to do that. Once to know if it's working, you can look into your applications. Oh, there it goes. It was stuck on the internet for a second. I don't need that. When it's done, if you click on your applications window over here, you'll see the GH. It'll show up in there, right? But it's still doing some things. So I'm gonna just let it finish what it's doing. Now it's done. So to open it, you can just open it straight from applications window. If you are not upon the Tahoe, you can open the actual applications folder because Tahoe does it differently, right? You can just look in here and you'll see it. There, him, there, right? I don't do either one of those. I got Alfred. Oh, now you want to be weird. You didn't finish yet? Hurry up. Alfred has to index sometimes once he gets done doing these things. So Alfred's not done indexing. I hate you. Just because I wanted to show them how to do Alfred, now you want to be slow at indexing. Come on, dude. Index. Let me quit that. Nope, still didn't index. Jesus, Alfred, you suck. Normally it's way faster than that, but today my computer might be tripping. Let me just launch it from this way. I actually like the new launcher. I think it's actually cool because it's kind of similar to Alfred. Alfred still does some cool things that it doesn't do yet, which is why I haven't fully baked onto the new terminal way, but it does work. Okay, let's see where you're going to cook yourself. I was thinking, where are you going to place yourself? Oh, it's asking me. The reason why I didn't pop it right away, it was asking me to allow it. So here it is. And I know on the surface, it looks the same, but it's not. Trust you me. All right, let me show you what I mean. I'm going to hit the config file. And this is where you come in and you can make changes. You can add your themes, so forth, so on, etc. And then when you save those, that will beautify your Ghosty any way you want, right? It has a bunch of cool stuff, right? So it will make it prettier, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And let me go and grab those. I want to make sure I get some of the cool stuff that it can do. So, first thing I want to do is I'm going to install a pretty fire thing. And these are all in the instructions, by the way. I'm going to install something to prettify this situation so that it just looks better. But see how this has like nice looking colors. Actually, the new terminal inside of Tahoe is actually relatively pretty as well. Hey Flo, hey yo. That's funny. Hey Flo, hey yo. Okay. And then we want to do this. I just want to show you what this kind of looks like. All right, so if I were to edit the shell file, see how you got colors now? Just a little bit better, right? It's kind of prettier. That's one of the things. That's what that does. Is just adds a little color to it so it's not so boring. It makes it easier for you to see what the heck you're doing. Now we're going to install EZA, EZA. Give it a second. It's going to do the same thing here. And then we'll see what EZA does is just gives you a little bit more prettiness. So I'll show you, like, let it do the desktop folder. Boom. So now you get icons on your file list instead of just a generic file list, right? So that's what the EZ is for. And then I want to install FZF, right? And let me hit this real quick. And again, I have all of these instructions for you in the documentation. Bam. So that fixes that. And this basically just gives you a search that you can go back and see whatever commands you run. It helps you try to figure out what in the hang you're doing if you get lost somewhere. So sort of see, it has all of the commands that we ran. So there is that. So we're going to run a clear. Bam. Now we're good. Now we are good, right? This is what's crazy. This is where it gets crazy. So I'm going to show you sort of the things that we can do. But before we do this, I want to go and grab the Claude setup, right? I want to make sure that we have Claude installed. So we want to go to the browser real fast. Come over here, press this. No, go away. Dude, click the eCam. There we go. And then I want to hit Claude new page. No. And then we want to go Claude code. Oh, I'm already installed. I need to get the regular version. No. I need you guys to see the actual setup. I was already logged in. That's why it looks funny. Here we go. Let's do this. So here's the answer. You just want to do brew install Cask Claude Code. You notice the if you notice, there's a theme here. Brew install -- cask. That's what they call the files. So think of a cask as a zip file. That's what a cask is. And then Claude Code is the name of the repository. Okay. So there's the other way. If you don't have Homebrew installed, you can use the curl method. I just think Homebrew is better. So I always do it the Homebrew way. And look, here's a little Ask AI. If any of these don't make any sense to you, you can click upon these and it will give you information to help you understand. Because you be like, Doc didn't explain it right. If you click on the little star next to the command, it will explain it to you, give you the quick start guide. Oh, I never even seen this. Let me press it. I'm curious. Oh, why did you go into Spanish? So weird. Nobody asked you that. Here, let's check advanced installation. Yeah, that's crazy. Claude just decided to click it into French, which is crazy ball. I need English. EN. There we go. So that'll give you your information. So let me go back over to the Terminus and click here to eCam. Press upon that. Open the Thermitherm. We want to use Ghosty at this point. And then we're going to put in the Claude Code situation. Boom. Brew, install, Cask, Claude Code. And again, if you don't want to do anything crazy in your terminal, this is just a faster way to use the LLM. And having it installed in your setup, having it installed directly on your computer just allows Claude to work faster. It seems crazy, but it allows it to work faster. And that literally, to me, what it's worth, right? So all we got to do is come down here, and I did want to embiggen these words and type Claude. And this is fun. Give it a second. It might open the browser to make me log in. And look at that. It's so cool. So do we want dark mode or light mode? Stupid question, Claude. Stupid question. 1. Your Claude account with subscription. Yes, I have that. 1. Opening my browser to sign in. It's checking my browser. The browser is asking me this. I'll just do a picture because it's faster than switching. Man, take the picture. What are you doing? That was weird. Let me open the picture. I'll just show you what it did. That's what it asked for. So I'll go ahead and say authorize. It opened in Safari, so I just didn't want to go through the hassle of switching. But once you hit authorize, it'll come back and it'll go back to the terminal and it'll be done. You see there's a notification. Let's go ahead and say allow that. And then when we get back over here, boom, login is successful. Press enter to continue. Bingo. So it says, due to prop injection risk, only use it with code you trust. Cool. Of course, that makes sense. And it says, do you want to use the recommended settings? Abso-freaking-lutely. All right. Do you want to use this folder to work in? And I want to work in, I guess I should make another folder to work in, but I can adjust it later. So for now, I'm going to say yes. And then, do you want to try and fix errors? Right? So you can do that. You can hit the tab to toggle thinking on and off, right? All right. So we can go ahead and press enter. Now what I want to do is change. This is why I don't type people. I know it's not there. I just want to tell it to do it. Bingo. Done. So it's telling me, this is why this is cool. You don't have to know the terminal commands. Now, I actually know the terminal commands to make dir and to put it where it need to go. But it's saying right here, do you want me to go ahead and make that for you? I'm going to be like, why, yes, I do. Okay, and it says bebopping. It says, perfect. I've created the directory and I changed it. So this is the current working directory now. Okay, so from now on, whenever we are working on projects or generating any sort of code or generating files, I need it to absolutely stay that way. So if you need to update your configuration to make sure that that is the permanent working directory, please do so now. I just wanted to save you guys the hassle of listening to me type. All right, cool. See, it's done. Would you like me to help you create a shell alias script to ensure Claude always starts in Claude code? Absolutely not. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? So this is cool. Always launch Claude code from that directory. Create a shell alias. I'm going to say yes, but in a way, I like to work in the directory for the project that I'm going to work in. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and say yes. So I'm going to just say yes. I can fix all of this later. Bingo. Yes. All right. There we go. It's telling me what it's going to edit in the file. And do I want to edit these files? I can say yes, or I can hit 2 so it stops asking me questions. When you're trying to learn how to do this stuff, I suggest you do them one step at a time. It's a lot cooler. And the things that it comes up with for what it's doing is hilarious. Now, once it's done, it's kind of done, right? You don't have to really do anything. And then it tells me that in order to make these stick, I need to restart the terminal. I'm not going to bother with that because I can just go there now. PWD is present working directory. All right, cool. We're in the right spot. That's why I wanted to check. We're good. We are good. All right, so let me show you the next thing that I wanted to show you that we can do because it's kind of crazy. So I'm going to go back over to my little program here, and then I wanted to go to the desktop and go to my demo. So inside of here, I'm going to CD, and you got to do the little curly bracket desktop. Actually, I should move this file into that folder, but I'm not going to bother. Nope. I hit enter too quick. DSK. All right. Yeah, see, I screwed myself up. let me fix this for a second. I screwed up my whole self. My bad. Let me move this file. It'll make it easier. So I'm gonna just copy this, and then I'm gonna go in Finder, and then I'm going to move it to where we are. Yo, why can't I do that? Why you don't dare? Why you don't dare? Actually, don't cancel it. I mean, don't move it. Just copy it in here. All right, there we go. We're good. We are good. Okay, so CD, and this should work. I haven't tried this before. Does it work if you do drag-ins? It does. Thank you. No, not the image. No, I need the drag-in. All right, I'm going to make a new window real quick just to make this faster so we don't have to fight it. Because this is running Claude, so it's trying to run Claude-oriented commands. This is where I'm going to make another window where I can just run terminal-oriented commands. So this makes more sense. So I'm going to change to this directory. All right, bingo. Now that we in here, we can try some of the cool stuff that we wanted to do, right? I'm going to do a demo prompt, and I'm going to put it in here just to show you what I mean, how Claude can run prompts. I want to do something. Here, let me try this. So here's Claude. I'm just pasting it, but I'll read it out to you guys. And then throw a question mark. It says, what are the top 3 YouTube thumbnail styles that work best for my tutorial content in 2025? I technically should say 26, but I don't trust it yet. Let's just do that. And because it's in thinking mode, it's doing it, but there you go. It's giving you all the information, right? Before and after split screens, the face, show screen go capture face screen capture combo, and then minimal text with clear visual hierarchy. Ooh, who has ever said this before? Why are you laughing, Gretchen? So it asks if you want to create a template for those styles. I already have that. Now, what I wanted to do is I have some files that I want to organize, right? And I want to tell it to do this. So here's my prompt. I'm going to paste this prompt in because I don't want to read it because I don't want to hick myself up. But I already typed this prompt out, and this is what I want you to check. So here's the prompt. Create a bash script. You could just say script. You won't know the word is bash. I do. But just create a bash script, organize files.sh that finds all the movie MP4 and MKV files in my downloads folder, creates folders by the date, moves files into that appropriate dates folder, create a log of what was moved, and make it beginner friendly with clear echo statements showing the progress. That's the prompt. Okay, so we're going to press enter. Because you got that Ecamm recording folder that is full of all kind of craziness right now. And you might just want to organize that. Yo, what up, P? Long time no see, fam. Yo, joining late. Yeah, you're trying to get that. It's exactly what we playing around with. Trying to get this. See, people have been learning. These are the new words you need to know. The MCP, right? Your own context. All right, so here's what it did. This looked complicated, but it ain't. If you read it, it ain't. Let me embiggen this for the old people. Gretchen and Paul. Don't nobody heard that. Hi, Gretchen. Look, she commented down here. It says, "Oh, Florence, this is right up your alley. 100%. This is up Florence's alley." All right. Color codes for better readability. Bingo. It set that up. Configuration is telling us what to do. Download organized videos. And then it's getting a log file. And then here's the start message. It's creating and organized folders that don't exist. It's initializing the log file, which means it needs to create, right? And then it's creating a counter for tracking how many files moved. It says to find each video file, right? And then make a path for them if it doesn't exist. And the path that it's coming up with, initialize the name, .movie, .mp4, .nkv. And then while read recursively each file, that means check for files that are buried, right? And do a file date update, right? Create a date folder if that doesn't exist. Just get the file name, move the file, log the file, increment the counter. So that goes back up to here, and it goes 1, and then it runs down again, and it goes 2, and then it runs down again, and then it goes 3. All right? And then once it's done, it says, so that's what, like in programming, we call it like an if-then statement. It's going to keep cycling until it hits done. When it runs out of things to do, it's going to go to the next step. Total count for the video files that found, and it's going to write this file. So this is just a template to tell it how to write the file. So that is gangster. So Claude is saying, do you want me to go ahead and generate this file? SH means a shell script. And we want to be like, yeah, girl, why are you asking me crazy questions? So damn, it's writing the file into my folder that I told it to write. And then it wants the change mod, right? So this is the change the who's in charge of the file. And basically what that does is it allows that file to become executable. Because if you don't do that, it's just a bunch of words. But the minute you say make it executable, a .sh file is like a little teeny program that you just wrote, that you didn't actually wrote because Claude wrote it for you. All right? So boom, we're going to say yes. Yes, girl, yes. Want Claude to remember something? Hit pound, add preferences, tools, instructions to Claude memory. Shut up. Wait. Oh, while I was thinking just now, it said gallivanting. That's a new one. I've seen all kind of funny ones pop up. That one was new. That was cool. All right, so run this folder. You can run this file from anywhere or copy it into your downloads folder and run, right? And then bingo bango. So here's how this is going to work, all right? So what we want to do first is scans the downloads folder, only top levels. It didn't do subfolders, it just did top levels. Creates organized videos, and it ran from there. I want to look at the folder on my desktop and do it inside there because I have a folder sitting on my desktop. Can you look at the folder on my desktop and copy organize -videos.sh into the folder on my desktop? I believe the folder is called Claude Demo. I want to run it from that folder because I already have files in there. Look, it found the folder. It's called Claude Demo on the desktop. Let me copy the script there. Come on, son. Like, come on. You know, if you ever followed instructions or doing things in terminal and like, you know, it just doesn't really work. Like it goes crazy, right? This is what I'm talking about. It says, I also noticed you have a messy downloads folder in there. Do you want me to modify the script to work on that? Right? That way you can test it out without touching your real files. Do you understand? Yes, absolutely. Let's do that. That's the safest thing first. Come on, son. All right, so we're gonna do. I'm gonna zoom out for a second so that I can get this file so you guys can see, and then I'm gonna get this messy downloads folder, and then I'm gonna switch it to icons so y'all can see. All right. And then Claude wants to make the edit to this thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Now it's saying, do you want me to run it for you? Okay. So I can run it myself, but why? Claude can run it for me. To run it myself, what I would do is come over here and I'd go CD space tilde desktop, and I think all I need to do is hit the CL. Bam. Nope, not clean shot. I need to go Claude. Nope, it's lowercase. That's why. Okay, then go to here, and then I could run it. Right, I'd be good to go. But I'm gonna just let it do its thing because I want you to see that you don't have to touch any of this. All right. So yeah. Yes, go ahead and run the script. And when you're done, throw a notification at macOS so that I can see that it's finished. I don't know if that second part's going to work. I'm just making up as we go. It's befuddling. I'm going to make sure that you guys can see this. Let me, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to embiggen these and clean it up real quick. Clean it up by the name, just so you can see in the background, because I'm going to have to overlap these windows for splits. Yes, I want you to go ahead and run it. Run it. Oh, it's going to update the script file real quick. Look, it did it. It did it that quick, though. Did y'all see that? Now it wants to run the display notification. It's just warning me because you're telling it to do something on macOS without giving it permission first. Oh, it doesn't like that code. macOS didn't because Tahoe has changed the way it works. It's going to figure it out by itself. Okay. It goes, here's what happened. 8 video files were successfully moved. All the files are into this new folder, which you can see right here. And then there's a log file. All right. So let's take a look. Bam. Here's the date. Here's all the files that it did. Right. It just picked it up and it moved it. And here is the text file to tell us what it did. And can we embiggen this so we can see? Boom. It moved those files, moved the screen recordings, moved the Final Cut edit, moved everything. Like it just cleaned it all up nice and neat. Now, let's say you're a little bit more crazeballs, right? Let's say you wanted each different file type to go into its own individual folder. Fam, just ask Claude to fix the script to do that. Like, it's cool that we did it the way we did it, but like maybe you want them organized even deeper into the type. I wouldn't do that because it just makes too many folders. But you know, if that's something that you want to do, you could do that. Now, let's try something else. I'm going to right click on this file. And right now, this doesn't have any colors. And then it doesn't have any tags. So here's what I wanted to do for me. I want to color my video files. I normally tag them red. And then once I move them to the NAS, I turn them green. Okay? So what I want to do is go into the now organized files. That is basically messy downloads / organized videos / 25 11 07 and tag each one of those files with the tag video, and then add the color tag of red from macOS's or Finder's color tags. I just made that up. I don't know if it's going to work. We about to find out. Stop laughing, Gretchen. Do you want me to proceed? Girl, stop asking me. Now I'm going to tell it to stop asking me because I think y'all got the hang of it. So I'm going to hit 2. Let's see if it can figure it out. Finder, set the tag to video, index the tag red, end of tell. So it's going into AppleScript mode at this point. See, I want you to see this because I'm a nerd, so I understand this. I want to make sure you understand this. So it's doing the AppleScript, OSA script, right? Tell application Finder, that's the Finder. Tell it to set file, POSIX files, and then as alias. So it's basically, the POSIX is like a temporary database to put these things in so it doesn't screw up the real files. Set the tags of these files to videos, set the index of the file to 2, and then go from there. I think the index 2 means red. We could double check that thought with, looking it up in Google, but who cares? It says Ghosty, listen, we know it's working. Ghosty wants access to the Finder so it can do some things. Girl, go ahead. Allow. Reticulating like a python. Boom. Now there's a new bash command. Now, if you were to, I got some nerd friends that could do this. I ain't one of them. But this is the command that you need to run to do that simple thing. Ain't nobody got time for that. So just knowing that it can do this by itself. Now, in Mac Automator, you could record yourself doing one, and then it would know to do the rest. But why bother? You got Claude. Claude can get in here and knock it out for you. Gretchen said, I'm letting my Nadra running it wild. You know what it is. Right? It's just I just want y'all to see the possibilities. Now, you're going to be brand new to this, so you're not going to know what the possibilities are, but I'm going to give you one command you can just try. I'm going to just make up in a second. And then let's say yes, let it go, run with it. Do you want me to proceed? Yes. Oh, I think you want to ask me to do these one at a time. I'm going to give it 2 so that it can just run with it. I don't want it to keep asking me. Oh, it's done. It's done. It says all of the files. Now, I think if you click that, no, it doesn't work. Now you have a video tag searchable in Finder, and the red color tag is visible in Finder. Okay, let's see if it did it. If I go here, oh, you lie. But let me see if it put the tag on. Can I right click and go tags? It did put, but it messed this part up. It didn't really understand this part. Let's try something. Right? I mean, I could do the tagging with Hazel, but I mean, but why? Why do I need to tag it with Hazel when I can do it with Claude? So it didn't like this tag. I think my verbiage was wrong. I think my verbiage should be uh, add red, yellow, orange. Let me do a get info. Boom. And then more info. Nope. Name and extension. Comments. Open with. Preview. Sharing your permission. Uh, no, 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 no. Okay, okay. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. What is the Apple script or shell script command to add the red Finder tag to a file in Finder? I'm going to double check this. Oh, I have an idea. I want to get the real one because I just don't know if it's going to do the same thing and put the tags in the right spot. But look, that command that we looked at, the POSIX file, is very similar. All right. And then I use return tags for, because I don't remember if Finder is calling this the tag. You know what I'm saying? Like when you right click upon these, oh, it did. It did. Okay, so we want to get rid of this tag. See, I have tags in here. You see what I mean? But we want to get rid of this red one here. We just want it to look like that. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. What we could have had did, even smarter, now that we working with Pam, I'm going to get rid of the gray. Now that we're working with Pam, now that we're cooking with Pam, hey, erase all of these. Then I'm going to do video. And then I'm going to do red. Okay. So this file name, let's get it. Where you at, Claude? You're over here. That kind of worked, but it didn't. It got some mistakes. So I have a way for you to fix this. Look inside the new folder, the organized folder, 25-11-7. Do a get info on the file eCam recording 2024-11-6.move. Notice those tags because those are the correct tags. Then go ahead and fix the rest of the files to match that file. That's what we should have did. We should have gave it an example because I'm always telling y'all to give it examples. Hey, what did you just patoink at me? Uh-oh. WhisperFlow did not catch that, so let me open WhisperFlow real quick. Sometimes, don't do that. Open history. Sometimes it does that because I didn't have my cursor in the right place. So all I'm going to do is come over here and grab this and then put it back over here. All right, let's go. Yes, yes. And then I'm going to tell it to see if it'll jump over some steps. Let me move this out the way because it's messy. Yes, yes. Look at here. Look at here. We did it. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. She looked like one of them rap guys' girlfriends. Yes, yes. This is what I'm saying. When you be talking to your little limb, you got to give it the you got to give it some, what you call it? You got to give it some samples first. You know what I mean? If you give it the examples first, then it can kind of like do that there. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Boom. Now it's done. Now it's done. So, what's cool is we can update that script and make it publishable. So, let me show you this. So, now what we want to do is fix the master script file so that whenever it's doing the, what is it called, organize videos.sh, whenever it's running that particular file, that it automatically tags the files red and video, but only if it's a video file. I need to go here and double check that I got the command. The file, what is it called? Organizevideos.sh. Yeah, I got it. It figured it out. It figured it out. Jesus. The way that it could figure this stuff out, fam, is just kind of crazy. Like, I'm just telling you, if you had to do this by yourself, you'd be here all day. Now, I got my nerd friends who could do this stuff from the fingertips, but you no longer have to be jealous of people like Network Chuck. You can get in here and do it yourself. So it's updating the master script. So imagine you got a bunch of photos, Gretch. I'm going to give you a plan. You're going to stick in the SD card. And you're going to drag all these SD cards into all these SD cards. You're going to drag all these photos into a watch folder. And you're going to tell Claude to automatically adjust the, what's the word I'm looking for, Gretchen? EXIF. That's the word I'm looking for. You're going to tell Claude to automatically adjust the EXIF data to add your author info. Like, this is certified Gretchen. If I catch you, I will break your fingers. Remember, my name is Copyright Gangsta Grandma. You will add the date that it was taken. You will move them into some sort of folder that when you hit Lightroom, it automatically kind of laid out, right? So there's a bunch of cool Lightroom scripts out there. But imagine you can have it do a tag that says, if the file, here's how it works. If the file date created has never changed, tag it red. If the file has any EXIF data that says that Lightroom touch it, change the tag to green. So now when you open the folder, without even looking at the photo, I'm about to say video, you will know whether you edited in Lightroom or not, just by that little dot. Y'all didn't see her head roll back. Her head just rolled back like she took a hit. That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the kind of things that you could probably have it do. And if you wanted to check, you could just like, hey, let's come up with a plan. Let's figure this out. And they'll come up with a plan for you. They're like, I want you, and matter of fact, let's just try this. Let me finish this up. It looks like it's done. Let me just give you a random scenario, okay? So I quit Claude just now. And we're just going to do this as a plan. Okay, so I'll make a new window because that's just me. No, let's leave it the same window. I don't want to mess this up. C-L-E-A-R. C-L-E-A-R. Bingo. All right, so check this out. Claude. I can't spell. Jesus Christ. Boom. Do you want to work on this folder? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Try this out. I want to develop a plan. No, I want to develop a plan. And we're going to walk through this plan. Let me know if you think this plan works. If I get anything wrong, help me figure out a better way to do this. Are we good? All right. So I want to make a script that will automatically run based on a watch folder. If I went out and took a bunch of photos today with my Fuji or my Leica or my Sony, I want to copy those images into that folder. And the watch folder will automatically tag those files using the Finder color red. Based on the fact that this file has not been edited. If the file has never been touched, the tag will be red. Now, once I edit this file in, say, Lightroom, Neo, Photoshop, whatever, if the watch folder notices the file has been touched, change that Finder tag to green. What do you think about that plan? And can we make a script like that happen? It's thinking. It's thinking. What happens to the file already in the folder when you first start to watch? Should they get tagged red automatically or only new files copied in? We're going to go new files copied in. If you re-export, replace the file with the same file name, should it go back to red or green? Oh, look, it's thinking. It's thinking. Of course you want it to go back to red because sometimes you're going to go back and get the original file somewhere, because, you're putting together a slideshow for an art exhibition or something, right? And you might go grab the original because you're going to give it a different Lightroom look than the way you was fixing to do it before, okay? I didn't even think about that. This is what I'm talking about, Claude. Listen, she's smart, okay? Her name is Claudine. What folder would you want to watch? I can make this configurable, but good to know your workflow. What types of file are we looking for? Standard photo formats, JPEGs, RAW, DNGs, etc. Should the script should use some simple command line tools, FSWatch, tag command, both easy to install via Homebrew if you haven't done them already. Oh yeah. Woomph, woomph. Okay, watch this. Yes, we are going to have it. If a file already exists, it would be tagged red automatically. But basically, we're just watching for new files. If the file already has a tag, we're going to ignore this. If we were to replace the file, that, of course, reinserts the state so it goes back to blank, and then we're going to turn it red. Because it won't be edited yet. Because sometimes you want to put the master file back in because you're going to do a different edit for a different customer, different project, something of that nature. We want to make the watch folder configurable because what we're going to do with this script is either publish it as a GitHub repo or we're going to make it an Alfred workflow or a Mac Automator workflow so that anybody can use it even if they don't have fancy tools installed. We are going to make it pay attention to photo formats. And of course, the basic formats are JPEG, RAW, DNG. But we have to remember there's things such as Fuji RAW and Canon RAW and Sony RAW, and they all have different extensions. So you're probably going to have to check the web to get the most current versions of what these various cameras generate as RAW files. We'll stick with the top brands: Fuji, Nikon, Sony, Canon, Panasonic, Lumix. We're going to ignore any weird avant-garde stuff because that's none of our business. Okay, maybe we'll add Hasselblad because gangster. And what we want to do at this point is just write the instructions as a markdown file so I can share it with my friend Gretchen. All right. That was a long one. It says razzle dazzling. Yo, this is fun. Yes, Claude wants to search the web and needs permission. I did add Hasselblad. That's why I said let's add the Hassie just because it's gangster. You never know. One of these, hey, we might, listen, look at this thing. It said Fuji, Nikon, Sony, Canon, Panasonic, Lumix, Hasselblad, RAW extensions for 2025. It did a search in 16 seconds. It's channeling. It's thanking. Yo, listen, I don't know why. Can you do this in the browser? Yeah. Is this more fun? Yeah. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. It's just more fun. It's more nerd-like, and so therefore I like it a lot. This is crazy balls. This is absolutely crazy balls. Right? Right, CJ? Right? Like, this is what I do, fam. Like, I just have these weird thoughts, and I'm like, what if it works? So I just go ask my LLMs. Now, if you don't have Claude, I'm doing this in Claude. The other homegirl has a similar thing. Let me go to Chia and then pop out the demonstrative mode. Old girl has one too. Chat GPT. It's called Codex. And your software engineer agent, continue. Works everywhere you work, is built into your IDE, GitHub, works side by side, blah, blah, blah. Deep code review, bingo, bango. So you can connect it to GitHub, but the one you would do for this one is do try and terminal. So this one uses npm to install. Pair Codex in terminal. But you got to have ChatGPT Plus, which I do. And then launch Codex, stay up to date. I want to check something. Go back to ChatGPT. Can Codex be installed via Homebrew, or is it only npm at the moment? Stupid. Codex, your own package. Girl, do what it said. Codex, your own package. Codex from OpenAI. Ain't you it? I like to talk spicy to it. It could be like, listen, player, don't get done with me. Or npm. Okay, I have to do it through that. Okay, no homebrew formula at the moment. So yeah, you can install it. You just got to do it through npm, which is gangster, I guess. But I have to go and install npm first, which I ain't did yet. So it's all good. I don't care. I like Claude better. Guess who else got on the Markdown train? Zoom. You can export Zoom docs to Markdown now. Shut up. Okay, let me do this real quick. That's cool. So check this out, Florence. You could also now, if you use Notion, you can have the Zoom doc go to Markdown, and you can create a automation that automatically publishes it to Notion with Claude, because you can generate a Notion MCM inside your terminal with Claude. Because that's what I had did when I made my thing over here, thing. This was generated by Claude, and it came in as a Markdown file. So, and it can get pretty, and it's giving all the instructions. So what I was telling you earlier with the old homebrew or the whiz term, or Ghosty, here's the instructions. Everything I did at the beginning of the stream is in this instructional page right here, and then there's the instruction guide. This is for my link converter that I built. You can switch between the versions if you want. You can use the shorthand version. I added audio feedback so that when it's working, it goes like it's kind of off the Chisane. It's kind of off the Chisane, right? And it tells you how to configure it, this sucker up, do the service management, like the whole 9 yards. It's kind of gangster. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. And Claude did it. All right, let's go in here. So, do you want me to create the folder watch system tagging system markdown file? Why, yes, I do. Yes, I do, girl. You do that. Oh, watch this. I'm going to show Flo what we're talking about right now, because I'm going to put it in the Notion page that Gretchen can go look at it, and she can go break some shit this weekend. Okay, the doc covers a clear explanation of how red and green tagging system works. All the raw formats for Fuji Canon, blah, 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 all the way there, including the newer Canon CR3 format. Shut up, girl. Workflow logic, new files, modified files, existing files, re-imports, distribution goals, GitHub, Alfred, Automator, use cases and benefits. Is written that way Gretchen or anyone, it knows Gretchen ain't that swift. I'm sorry, I'm joking. The look at her face in the back end can understand the concept without getting too technical, but has enough detail for actual implementation later. You want me to adjust anything or share this with Gretchen? I like it. This is cool. Okay. Let's where did it put the file? Let's see. Where did it put the file? Oh, I know. It put it in my working folder where I told it to put, right? So let me go back up a taste. Let's go to do croc /F. No, not /F. Wrong. I did that wrong. He's dumb. Command Shift G. There we go. Okay, I got you, player. There it is. Okay, so to our extent, here's the instructions. Okay, this is you. This is UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. Okay, but that's okay. We're gonna let it be ugly for right now, because here's what we're gonna do. We are going to check one thing. Before I send this to Gretchen to take a look at it, I am going to import this markdown file into Notion. I just wonder if this markdown file is pretty, aesthetic, or is it just like plain nerdy looking? Because I'm a gangster. I got to have my stuff look a little bit cute. You know what I'm saying? Can we handle that? I don't know how you talk to your bot. I let my bot know I'm from these streets. It's checking. It needs to make sure that it's gangster. Alicia is thinking hard, bro. The look on her face is mad concentration, concentrative, contemplative. Yo, this is a fight in our house, okay? Because this little person on the other side of the wall over there likes to say contemplative. And I'm like, that's not the word. The word is contemplative. And she wants to fight me about it. And I've showed her, I've proven it to her. It's contemplative. It's not contemplative. I just want y'all to know. Look it up yourself. Drives me crazy. That's all. She can hear me. And I ain't trying to get kicked when I go out there. Did you hear that, Small? Yes. I'm just wondering if you can hear me talking spicy in here. That's right. Mind your own business. Gretchen said, let it go. Yo, she's writing a script right now to export all her meetings from Zoom. See, Flo, this is why you need to add this sucker to your terminal because it can write it for you. Like, I had this thing building Alfred workflows and whatnot, and I'm like, those are cool, but if you run them as a shell script and it's kind of chilling in the background and it's set to like tick off every 15 minutes or so, you don't even need to launch Alfred. It can just watch. You can build a watch service that knows when something hits that folder, and as soon as it's dead, it just goes. Now, check this out, Flo. Here's the other thing that I would do if I were you. I would have it automatically record the Notion meeting notes. That does require you to have Notion AI though. And the Zoom meeting notes. Have them both go in the database on the same line. And then tell Notion AI to do a comparative analysis of both and come up with a better version. Because it had Zoom's run at it and it would have Notion AI's run at it. And then it would give you a combined analysis of the best. And you can check it and you'd be like, oh. And if nothing else, it just gives more knowledge for your MCP. Boom. Everybody, look it up. Go to the Google box and look it up. All right, okay. Bingo. Now it's visual. Now I can send it over. She gonna think you're fancy. Claude gets spicy back too. Listen, Claude, I'm in charge of shit around here. You're gonna need to get spicy, gangster. All right, so let's create a new page in Notion. And then can I pop this page out? Yes, I can. I'm gonna bring it over here. All right, then we're gonna click on import. Import. Text in Markdown. And then I need to go up to my folder. Man, where did I put that thing? I just did this. Come here, find her. Man, where are you buried at? Oh, I see. It's in this folder. It's double buried. I gotta fix my Claude thing. Anyway, so it's right here. Actually, watch this. I'm gonna make my job easier, cause trust you me, your boy is gonna be in here for a minute. Oh, it won't let me do it there. I'll do it later. So I'm gonna grab this photo watch thing. I'm gonna say open. Is importing. Look at that. Add an icon, camera. Add a cover. No, what in the heck? What in the French Foreign Revolution is that? Notion? I'm gonna need you to I'm gonna need you to use your melon a little bit better. Of course, I'm gonna red dot it. I'm in my red dot era. Let's use this one. Okay. Reposition. Gotta see just a little wee bit of the dot. And then it's all in here. Here's the instructions. It's giving you thought processes all the way through. It came up with some scenarios. Gangster. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do one last thing. We're gonna go back over here to the ghosty ghost. This looks phenomenal. How about we write the prompt that she can throw this into her Claude and make it happen. Kept your gangster Hasselblad line and threw in a Hawaii reference. Oh my God, Claude. You crack me up, Claude. You are a funny little girl. You are a funny little girl. Not Cloud, it's Claude, dang it. Don't you know how to spell your own name? Yo, this is crazy. Y'all don't understand. I'm going to be in here for weeks playing. And what's cool is like, I got Starlink on the airplane. I could be doing this mess while I'm in the air on a 10-hour flight to Osaka. Look, it made a prompt MD. Come on, send her both of these and we good to go. Okay, gangster. So, oh no, we're gonna leave that window open. You can stay open, girl, because we're friends. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna add a page. H1, bingo. Okay. Come to the three dots, click upon the, and then import, text and markdown, prompt for Gretchen. Do that thing. Bingo. Here is the whole prompt. You're just going to go just like that, all the way down. Copy that floppy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. She looked like one of these rap guys' girlfriends. So, it's linked at the bottom of this, Gretch, or anybody else. You just click this. And then, let me go to this page. Gangster. All right, so we're going to close Notion. Ooh, we're going to go back here first before we do anything crazy. And then we're going to go share and we're going to go publish. Publish. Okay. We're going to copy this link. Then we can go to Claude. Actually, no, I didn't need to go to Claude. I'm done. I'm done playing today. I'm going to send this to y'all in the little thing there. But later on, I will go and create a GitHub repo and stick it on the GitHub repo for anybody who wants to play with it, modify it, whatever. That was crazy. That was a lot. but that was crazy. That was absolutely phenomenal. I have no idea what in the exact craziness we just did, but listen, what do you think, gang? It's a little, you know, it's not, it's not vanilla, but it's powerful. Paul still like, I need to make coffee. Yo, that is crazy, boss. Like 100% crazy. You're muted, Gretchen. No, she's not. Why isn't? Why is she? She's not muted. Say something, Paul.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay. At.
Oh,
Yep. Gretchen. Oh, it's only her. She doing some weird stuff. She busy playing with her camera, trying to write infrared photos. I don't even know what else I'm gonna do with it. I just know that I've been having way too much fun in here. When I was
is this
having,
better?
yeah, there you go.
Is that, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that just, uh, I mean, my mind is just like going, Ricochet Rabbit is having so much fun in my brain with where I can go with that. It's like, no, stop. Whoa. It's just bing, bing, bing. There's just, because I spent all week on the infrared and got, you know, but now to see what I could do with just opening them, which ones I've already worked on
Yeah.
and haven't.
Yeah. Because that makes it easier, right? Well, and think about this. Like, in theory, it would understand how to do this in a manner that Hazel can do it, right? One, or, you know, if you have Hazel, I know Paul has Hazel, I have Hazel. You could take it and say, okay, here's my plan. Here's what I'm trying to get to happen. This is what I think people should understand more. Think about what you're trying to get to happen. If you happen to have an example, give it an example. Now, I'm going to say something that might be a little bit controversial, but I've been thinking about this one too. I want to take the transcript from Scott's digital asset management and throw it into the bot. Then I want to tell the bot that I want to build my own, very much like this. But I want it to interview me and ask me what changes would I make according to what Scott said. Then I want to take
About
those.
the slim method?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And then I wanted to build me a folder structure similar to what Scott did, but with my changes so that I can keep my files organized. I wanted to give me the ability to, if I come up with something different, that it would be able to, through a log file, like have it always keep a log of what I'm putting in there, right? Have it make those changes for me by reading the log file and adjusting it, just in case I screwed something up, right? So say in his methodology, I forgot the exact methodology, but he does it by camping, traveling, work, adventure. Like he has those broad swath categories, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute since I watched the video. But yeah, imagine, or just say, hey, here's 3 different organizing systems that I've seen online. Here's what I would like to accomplish. Or better yet, how about this? Give it a picture of the absolute cluster F that you have in the folder. And say, how would you organize this? Because it's getting on my
You've been
nerves.
peeking in my folders?
Oh, hey, I know what it be like. Like I ain't tripping, right? Like I think it would be really crazy. I'm gonna try something real fast. I'm gonna just take a photo of my downloads folder. Come here, dude. In Tahoe now, grabbing the edge is a little bit challenging. It's really weird. Okay, so I'm gonna try something crazy. This may or may not work. I'm going to.
I thought it was I thought it was me.
No,
So did I.
it did it
You're
again.
muted again. So don't forget to
It did.
unmute and
Yeah,
slap back.
it did it again. Yo, I gotta send the log 959. 959. I gotta find out what that tick is. Cause that's crazy. That happened 2 weeks in a row. That's so crazy. Anyway. Yeah, so I just basically took a picture of this absolute mess of my desktop folder, and I'm gonna ask it later if it could. Wait, what the heck happened here? We're still live, but all you guys are missing. Huh?
I see everybody.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in the meeting, but what about on the stream? I see black boxes.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I see the stream.
I see black boxes on the on the.
Let me see. Am I behind? No?
Yeah, anyway.
Wave your hand.
I don't have the stream open.
Yeah, I see you on the stream.
Yeah, me, but you guys are coming in as black boxes.
Oh,
Like,
you have to add us back in?
no,
the cameras?
I can't. You're already here.
I mean, like, because since you went out in Zoom, do you need to, like,
Yep.
re-add the cameras?
No, they're here. Man, stay here. See what I'm saying? Like, they're already here. Like, I see your
But we're
name,
not.
but it's just all of it's black.
Show the Zoom window for a second.
Oh, you're fine in Zoom.
No, I mean the Zoom panel in Ecamm, sorry.
Dude, look at the screen.
But
Ooh,
that's the camera. Sorry. Oh,
I just
I,
I just made it I just made it go off the screen. Come back. Oh, it moved to the other monitor, but it was there. Come back here.
I saw it for a second.
Remember to put the damn moon back in here. You're killing myself. Like it's here, bro. It's here. Black boxes.
That's weird.
This is crazy.
Maybe you're back to quitting and coming back.
What I'm gonna do real
Oh, but
quick.
that would tell the stream.
No. Watch what I do. Hey guys. I'm saving this picture to send it to the boys. Anyway, watch what I do.
Leave meeting.
Look at that.
Bingo. Bingo, bango, pickled mango. Nope.
And you muted again, remember?
There we go. And slap
And
back
now you
too?
probably have slap back.
Try. Say something.
Testing 1, 2. Hey, slap back.
Now it's gone.
Testing 1, 2. Yep.
Oh, this is crazy, boss. This is funny because this machine don't have much in it and it's tripping. Anyway, but yeah, I was gonna do is just take that picture and throw it at the thing later and see if it can figure this out. But I'm thinking, yeah, like if you just give it like what you're aiming for, you know, even have it look at the transcripts of a couple of videos for something that you're trying to complete and be like, this sounds cool, but I don't need all of what this person is going to do. I need to simplify this or whatever. Like, what would the plan be? And so I like to ask it for a plan before it does anything first. And then as you read through the plan, you can make adjustments in the plan. Because if you tell it to do something first and it doesn't give you the outcome that you want, you might not realize what you missed in the instruction.
Yeah.
And so when I just did the thing to show Gretchen how to do it, I said, let's do this plan. And it was like, hey, but what if you copy the new file in? Or what if it's the old file in? Or what if the file already been touched? You know, what about cameras that you ain't got? Like, I mean, and I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
You know, so I like the idea of having to plan something out before you actually run it, and then have it run it, have it build you the structure, and then know now that if you're doing it in terminal, it's a lot of things it can do. And so what I was going to say about Hazel, or maybe you have another tool like Alfred, I can give it the documentation to Hazel and be like, write this as a Hazel script. Or I can give it the documentation for Alfred. It actually knew Alfred. When I said, hey, I want to do this, I want to change it into an Alfred workflow, it was like, psst, come on, girl, I got you.
You have a whole lot of people invited to your party that I don't know. Hazel and Alfred and
Wait, you've been hanging out with me for 5 years and you don't know Hazel and Alfred? Girl, you hot.
I,
Listen, Alfred is the best thing running. It is the best thing running. So it's an application. And it's called Alfred. And the number one things I use it for is it's a launcher. Now, some of this is being
He
built in
doesn't
the
answer the door.
huh?
I said he doesn't answer the door though.
No, he don't answer the door. It's named after the butler though. So
Yeah.
basically, like, okay, so when I want to launch Alfred, I hit that twice. This always pops up, right? When I want to get to the clipboard, I hit that twice. All my leftover clipboard stuffs pop up, right? And then you can go in here, you can build all kind of workflows. So I just re-added this, but I will take a screenshot of the one from my notebook. But these are all the kind of cool things that you can have it do. And what's really cool is you can build workflows yourself, but then there's a repository of workflows on Alfred's website where you can just check some of these things have already been built by other kin folks. So it's just things that make your finder like way faster. And so, yeah, I've been using Alfred for God knows how many years. But one thing I like, the old version used to have a folder that you could put in iCloud that would synchronize all your workflows so they're the same across the board. It doesn't really do that right now, so I got to come up with a different way to handle that. But yeah, it's super cool. Anywho, that's enough goofballing for today. That was my head hurts. It was too much fun. It was way too much fun. And yeah, just having fun, just out here hanging. Guys, if you have any questions, of course, leave a comment on the video. We be getting there. And flow is correct. Start at the end and work your way back. That is exactly what I do. I'm gonna go eat. How long do I got, Paul? Hour? Where the heck did Paul go? Oh,
Yeah.
I just shrank Paul. Look at the little tiny Paul over here.
Paul and Alicia, it's shrunk.
Yo,
Now you made me go away.
that was the world's smallest. Better call Paul.
So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
you have till 11 your time.
Okay. Yo, I can't even do this right now. I'm too busy laughing at myself making the world's tiniest Paul. It's playing Paul, a small Paul,
It would be great if it like transferred across and
right?
shrunk me.
Right?
Small.
Hey, Alfred, I need you to make me a script that make me 20 pounds lighter.
Yep.
That's funny. 226 today. That close. 6 more to go.
Nice.
6 more to go.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can hit it before December. Oh, actually, you're probably going to put 4 of them back because Baba's cooking for Thanksgiving. So, y'all don't even know. About to get them on the geese on deck. All right, let me go get myself ready for class. I'll see y'all in an hour. Everybody else, thank you for coming through. Appreciate y'all. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully nobody breaks their computer because of me. Okay, don't blame me. I know what I'm doing. But I ain't scared to break it either. I got it all backed up. We can just sort of redo it. So there's that. Anyway, I will see y'all guys on the flip. Appreciate you. Bye.
Mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, city of mine.